Last night's game between the Bears and the Seahawks here. Talked about the opportunity maybe for some lower scoring games during week 2 of the preseason just because it's relative and the totals were coming up. However, this was still close, and certainly if you would have said, hey, the Bears scored 27, I would have said, all right, pull it on back now. That might be the danger territory that you're entering. But the Seahawks only scored 11 and shut out in the first half. Geno Smith, 10 of 18 for 112 yards. Where are you right now in terms of factoring this game in to the Seahawks quarterback battle?
Now, here's the interesting part, because so many times we see a guy that tests positive for COVID, young, healthy in the NFL, no symptoms, back after 5 days. I'm ready to rock, coach. Watched all the film. I sat it on the Skypes, and I really didn't miss all that much outside of my practice time. But I do think there was a report coming out from Pete Carroll that said he's still under the weather from COVID, which means he is having symptoms, which is going to have an effect. So he's probably not going to be back in the building right away. Could this be just a de facto, like Geno's been here the whole time healthy? And also, you have to remember, like Geno Smith didn't just come in a few weeks ago and try to learn the system as Drew Lock came over in the offseason in the Russell Wilson trade. So he's been in there a little bit longer. I think this hurts Drew Lock, not because I don't think Drew Lock should be the starter in week 1. I just think from a practice perspective and getting ready for the game, where Drew Lock is probably the better quarterback in the quarterback room. But if he's not coming back, let's just say like tomorrow or the next day to practice and be healthy, I think it might be Geno Smith's spot here for the opening game.
Justin Fields played one drive. Geno Smith played the entire first half. Now, I know the Seahawks quarterback situation was not great going into the game because whatever was not played by Geno was going to have to be played by Jacob Eason. But Geno Smith having to go out there and put up a full half of football while Drew Lock was not going to play, I do not think suggests that Seattle is sold on Geno Smith. I think this week of practice is going to matter a ton. I think there's a world that they're still playing Geno Smith and Drew Lock week number 3 of the preseason, trying to figure out who their quarterback is. I do agree that if Drew Lock was out there, it would have really helped him, but I'm not sure he lost as much ground as we would have thought based on the way Bears Seahawks played out.